Morning, it's about 8:40. I've been on the trail about 10 minutes. I froze my butt off last night. It was cold. I survived. The trail's real icy this morning. I sent home my micro spikes, but it won't be icy for long. It's supposed to get up to 50. The wind's supposed to drop down and not be so gusty. So I'm going to try to make it all the way to Cosby Knob today. Go past Peaks Corner and Tri-Corner Shelter. And I'm going to try to do 20 miles. We'll see. I'll probably get a good assessment at Tri-Corner and see what I can do. If I do make it, I'm going to probably be rolling in there about 6-7 o'clock. So, but I'd like to get ahead of the rain that's coming on Sunday. So we'll see. Talk to you later. I don't know if you can see this, but those are very cool ice formations. I just thought I'd stop and take a closer look at. Good morning. This is Charlie Brown's Overlook. This is just beautiful. Standing on this rock outcropping, and it's just a sheer drop every which direction you look. I'm trying to watch my footing, but you can see behind me there's the outcropping I'm standing on coming off of this, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It's a great 360 shot. I'm going to take it. So good morning. It's still cold and I'm still freezing. Okay, this is a little bit of the trail this morning. It's starting to warm up. I'm going to have to shed some layers here. About another half hour, 45 minutes, I bet. It's I'm on the warm side of the mountain. There's a cold side and there's a warm side. There's a windward side and there's a leeward side from the wind. And what you don't want to happen, which does happen quite a bit, is be on the windward side that's cold. Man, is it freezing. So, but you can't avoid it because that's where the trail goes. And you can't control the wind or the sun. But right now I'm on the warm side of the mountain with no wind. And it is nice and toasty. My toes are finally starting to thaw out, I think. So from last night, last night was cold. So, catch you down the trail. I'm just south of Laura Top. I think that up there's Laura Top, and this is my view. This is beautiful. Wish you all were here to see this. So I looked at the map. If you look way right there, I came up that ridge, and right there, that's Shuck-Tech Fire Tower, and I came up over all this, in the last 3 days. This is pretty cool. This is a ridgeline walk or a knife edge walk. I don't know if it's a knife edge, but it's just straight down on this side and straight down on that side. You got about 3 foot at the minimum and about 4 foot at the maximum. And then you got this beautiful, magnificent view. That is absolutely gorgeous. Wish you were here. Beautiful. So I just passed Tri-Corner Shelter. I'm up here at the Bell Sam Mountain Trail. I think it's how it's pronounced. And I'm not for sure what this is. It looks like a hitching post for horses. So, but it's 2 o'clock. Talk to you later. Here's another beautiful view for you. About an hour ago, I was on top of that mountain. I came up over it, came down this way, up over this one, and down all the way around. So, that's a beautiful view there. It even gets better. There it is. Look at that. Somewhere that way is Fontana and Springer. 200 and some odd miles. This is so pretty. I just thought I'd share it with you. Just hiking along all these pine trees and this nice little trail. This is great trail conditions right here. Apparently I'm in an area that they call the helicopter pad. Beautiful view from here. But behind me, I'm not standing on it, is a little clear spot where they can land a helicopter, and there's 2 paved, it looks like skid pads there. So that's where I'm at. It's 3:15. I got about another 5 miles to go to my shelter. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. I started here at Icewater Spring Shelter. And I moved downhill, and for the most part, all the hills and the downhills today weren't bad at all. They were relatively easy. Nothing really bad about them. I will have to say that I would say 70-80% of everything I hiked was on a ridge line, and it was either greater than 45 on one side and greater than 45 on the other side. I was right along a ridge line. It was an absolutely beautiful day today. I did Charlie's Bunyan Loop. I got a picture there. I did the unmarked 1.5 trailer. Yeah, Charlie's Bunyan Loop. I already said that. Sawtooth. I took a picture of the Sawtooth. And I went to this view here. These were all wonderful views, and they all should be in order. And then I was supposed to stay here Friday night, but I kept on, moved on, and I went took a picture of Eagle Rock, moved on, Tri Corner Knob. I moved on past here, and about right here, Tri Corner Knob, I found a guy laying on the trail with his pack about 4 or 5 feet from him on the other side of the trail, and he had a Cliff Bar in his hand, and I woke him up, and he got real belligerent and angry with me. I asked him who he was and what his name was and where he was at, and he never really answered me, but he got really belligerent and foul-mouthed with me, so I just moved on. I talked to some other people about him later on, and they said they had strange interaction with him as well. So I'm glad I left him behind. And I kept on moving down here to Deer Creek Gap. Took pictures there. There were great pictures all along this. This was a great downhill. It wasn't too bad on my knees. This uphill wasn't bad here either. For the most part, hiking today was fantastic. It was beautiful weather. It was cold this morning, but throughout the day it warmed up and it was beautiful. I literally froze last night at Ice Springs Shelter. It was cold. Someone in the shelter said that last night it got down to 22 degrees, and that's why I froze. So my sleeping bag was only rated for 30, and it's a real drafty quilt type of bag, so that's why I don't recommend going with a quilt, because it's drafty. So tomorrow I'm going to move on to move on from Cosby Knob, and I'm going to keep descending down. I'm going to do this little ascent up. Mount Carmen Trail summit is 0.6 west. I will do that and go up to this fire tower, and then I will descend all the way down to Davenport Gap. And it's I think it's like a 7-mile trek. And then once I get to there, I'll probably keep moving on, and then I'll keep moving on to probably a Walnut Mountain Shelter. And then the next day I'll move all the way into Hot Springs. So that's what I'm hoping to do. We'll talk to you later.